Hey guys, it's Retro Tony here again with another pickup video, and this is going to be a lot of games that I have picked up in the past week or so. Multiple pickups really, but it is Labor Day weekend, and it's a tradition for my wife and I to go to either like the St. Louis area or Springfield area or Kansas City area. This year we decided to go to St. Louis again, Chesterfield area, and we love to thrift it up. We also spent some time at the Chesterfield Mall. I did some trades there at Slackers and picked up a few things at Vintage Stock. There's a sale going on at Vintage Stock right now. Usually they have a pretty good Labor Day sale, buy two get one free. I took advantage of that. And also buy one strategy guide, get one free, and I'll get to that. I also have a bunch of thrift store pickups here, and Goodwill had a sale today, like chain wide, at least in Missouri. I don't know if it was nationwide, but all media, every single store I went to had this sale going on. And I went to about 4 Goodwills today. All media, half price. Score. It was awesome, and I'll show you it. I didn't get anything like rare or anything, but I did pick up a lot of good stuff. A lot of good fillers to put in my collection. Also, I got a huge score off of Facebook. And I met a guy. I actually bought a bunch of PlayStation 1 games from him. And a lot of Super Nintendo stuff. And one very, very, very special item. Game that's very relevant to my gaming history. And I'll get to that. That'll be like my last game I show. Okay, so let's get right to it. Let's get into some kind of random stuff. This is really cool. I'm going to frame it. I got it for free. It doesn't have... Oh, wow, I didn't even open that up. I'll look at that later. But I didn't have the record. But I asked the guys, like, look, man, what are you going to do with this? He's like, I don't know. Here, just take it. So I got it for free. I'm probably going to end up framing it. So that's pretty cool. Radical. Some strategy guides before I get to the games. I got this for $1. It's a newer one. Cheat Code Explosion 2-in-1 book. For handhelds and for consoles. So yeah, I actually have a couple of these. This is like 2014. I got this for like $1. StarCraft PC strategy guide. Now these are the ones that I got 2 for 1. Now I'll share a little strategy. Okay, that might be cheating the system, whatever. Not really. So these two, and I'll show you. I got Star Fox 64 strategy guide, which Nintendo Power did, and I got Smash Brothers strategy guide, which was put on by Brady Games. They had $9.99 on both of these. So I'm down with paying $10 for both. I did that. Okay, I did that about the 3 games that I bought, and I actually had my wife, which these were $1.99 a piece. Had my wife buy these right behind me in line, so she paid $2 for 2 strategy guides today. Pokemon Diamond version, Pearl version, and I like collecting strategy guides. Super Mario 3, the Game Boy Advance 4 one. I haven't even looked at it, but these are in pretty good shape. So that's good. Let's get to the thrift store stuff that's like not super cool, but I got Pop Tropica, Forgotten Islands, and I got it for $2. Ignore these price tags because it was half off. I got Brink for the 360, trying to beef up my 360 collection. NHL 09, PS3. This is, I got it for $1, actually. This is a PC game. I didn't even know it existed. Yukon Trail, which is like a sequel to the Oregon Trail. There's actually Amazon Trail as well, which is very bizarre. I actually tried playing it. Snowboarding for PS1. FIFA Soccer 2003. NASCAR Thunder 03. That's pretty cool. Kind of filler titles, but cheap. FIFA Soccer, or just Street. Chicken Little, which now I have it on Wii and Cube now. Whatever. Guitar Hero 3. And I bought this. This is brand new. It's the 3DS charger for the new 3DS. Because I know that when you buy the 3DS, the new one, that doesn't come with a charger. I think this is compatible. Pretty much all the 3DSs and 2DSs. Yep. So I picked that up. Now this is bookage, like an actual book, but I consider it gaming related. The only reason I bought it was because of Doom. I actually got Doom on DVD, like the, Dwayne The Rock Johnson one. Ghost Rider, PS2. Grand Theft Auto. Madagascar 2. Cube stuff here. GameCube Backyard Baseball, which I didn't have. Tiger Woods 03, woohoo, right? ATV Quad Power Racing 2, which I didn't have. Cool. And I'm gonna pay $1.50 for a PS3 game any day of the week. But Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. That's pretty radical. And I actually ended up getting this next game at Vintage Stock for like $5. Twisted Metal Head On. I need Small Brawl on PS1 and I'm good to go. I got this for $1. Lego Star Wars, the PC version. And for some odd reason I don't have this on the PlayStation 2. I have it on the Xbox and Cube. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, PS2. Now I have it on PS2, finally. You guys are going to laugh, but it's a Nintendo IP. Nintendogs. Yeah. I never really played it. And this is a Sierra game, a later Sierra game. It's RPG. It actually looks interesting. Arcanium. Yeah, that's how I would say that. Okay, Arcanium. It's complete. I opened it up. I never heard of it, so I might try to install it. 2001 Sierra. So those are my okay thrift finds. Now let's get to some better stuff. I got this for $3. It's called Cosmo Tank. I got that today at a Goodwill of all places. It's an Atlas title. Interesting, huh? Now I got this in trade, and I'll get to why I got it today. Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter. It's not super hard to find. I got this off of Facebook. Different Facebook find. Ace Combat Zero, the Belkin War. I love Ace Combat. And that's a killer cover. I like that. This was whatever. Alias. Not bad, I guess. I don't know. This is really cool. This is the reason I basically bought like 10 PlayStation 2 games, something, no, like 8 for $10. This was in it. The Ace Combat, the Alias was in it. But I got the Warriors come out to play. True story, side story. Okay, when I was a kid on VHS, my mom and dad taped Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure off of HBO one weekend when it was free. And they would do that whenever you get the free weekend or whatever. But Pee Wee Herman was on there first. And then The Warriors was on next. And I, for some reason as a kid, I would watch Pee Wee Herman over and over again. But I would always watch The Warriors. And I don't know why. Even as a kid, like a 5-year-old kid. And my parents, I guess they weren't thinking. But anyway, that's a great game. Kind of a little bit harder to find. These are some pickups from my local thrift store. This is a very, very strange PC game. It's called Ominous Horizons, A Paladin's Calling. Okay, it's like a Christian-based RPG. Okay, it actually is. The artwork's actually kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. It looks pretty cheesy, but $1. Wipeout. This is sealed in my Pathini S punk voice. Wipeout, Create, and Crash. Some other quick little first store pickups. SpongeBob, SquarePants, Super Sponge, and another Sierra title, Baseball Pro, 96 season, but it's Sierra. It's really the only reason I got it. Usually that's the only thing I pick up anymore, PC-wise, unless it's like, I picked up Star Wars, Lego Star Wars or something. Now, let's get to my first... Oh. I'm so scatterbrained. I also got this stuff in my thrift store. This is, I believe it's a PlayStation 3 controller, like off-brand. I have yet to test it. Could be PS2, but the reason I think it's PS3, first of all, there's no sensor. Okay, it does say PS, like PlayStation, but there's no sensor. That's the reason why I think it's PlayStation 3. I don't know. You guys tell me. It does have a slot for AA batteries. And I also got another Xbox controller. Yes, and I paid $250 for that. That's a great price for a controller. A retail shop, okay, you're going to pay like $10-15 for a controller. Why? Alright, so... And I have one more little thrift store find in my pile, but it's at the very, very bottom. So, I picked this up from a guy on Facebook. He posted, I'm actually an admin for my Facebook page. And, I see everything that's posted, obviously, and I get notifications. And I've scored off that page, and many gamers have, which is great. That's why we do it. That's why I started that page in my area. But he had a bunch of really cool PlayStation 1 games that I've been looking for a long time. Some of them for a long time for a good price, okay? A lot of RPGs I'm very happy about. Very happy about adding to my collection. So first one, Kataria. This is a PlayStation 1 Atlas title, and it's It's the same. It's Amano. He's the guy who did Final Fantasy animations, or not animations, like art. Okay, I can't say his first name. I never have been able to. Okay, I had this game at one point in time. I don't know what happened to it. I probably sold it. Vagrant Story, which is really cool. Basically, guys, there's like 4 or 5 games that are in this same world. Okay? In this same world. I can't name it off the top of my head, but they call the world it starts with an E. Ivalance, I think. I think that's how you say it. But Final Fantasy 12 takes place in this. Final Fantasy 12 Remnant Wings, Vagrant Story, Final Fantasy Tactics, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, maybe, and then the Lion War, Final Fantasy Tactics. So that's really cool. I'm glad to have that. I've never played this game. It's missing the manual. Guardians Crusade. Okay. And I'm missing the manual. Maybe I'll try to find it on eBay to make it complete. But I read reviews about it. And it looks like a very basic RPG. We'll see. Bushido Blade 2. I need to get 1 now. But I actually remember playing this with my cousin. The first one. Not the second one as much. But I remember, and this is a Squaresoft title. Yeah, Squaresoft, see? But it's supposed to be like realistic. Like one-hit kills and stuff. It's not bad. I played it. It's clunky. It's very, very clunky. It's a PlayStation 1 game. Another RPG. Sanyuki? I think I'm saying that right. Journey West. It's a strategy. Is it a strategy RPG? It looks like it. It looks like Ogre Battle. It looks like Final Fantasy Tactics a little bit. I don't know. I haven't played it yet. I haven't sat down and played these games. I've gotten so many. Son Goku's in this. Recruit the Monkey King. Son Goku and others like them to defeat untold monsters along the way. Is that legit like Goku? Like Dragon Ball Z? Koei? I don't know. I'll have to research that. See if Goku's actually in it. Another Squaresoft title. Threads of Fate. And it's like an action RPG. And I actually remember playing this game as a kid. I wasn't a huge fan of it. Because I wanted it to be more like Final Fantasy. That's cool. Contra Legacy of War. I collect the Contra games. I think I had to collect like the 2 PlayStation 2 titles, and I think there's like 1 or 2 more of these. But I actually remember this cover very vividly as a kid whenever I'd rent it, whenever I'd see it in my rental store. So that's cool. This game is not that good. I watched the AVGN, James and Mike Monday video on it, and it really wasn't that great. Now this is really cool. Okay, and this is awesome. RPG Maker. Okay, now it's great to have this, but the reason this is awesome to me is, see that Darby's Total Entertainment, and there's actually a few of these in here like that. Darby's Total Entertainment. Okay, I owned this game as a kid. I got rid of it, but I am not joking. This is the exact same copy because they only had 1. This is the exact same copy I rented as a kid. No joke. Okay, Darby's Total Entertainment was a rental store in our town that's no longer around. Okay, actually, it was an arcade too. Now, I've been wanting to track down these games for a while for a good price. Breath of Fire 3. Okay, kind of going with my Breath of Fire on PS2. What's that game called? Quarter or something? I can't remember off the top of my head. I just picked it up. Okay, so Breath of Fire 3. That's really cool. The disc is in really good shape. And Breath of Fire 4. If you think I'm done with Breath of Fire in this video, you're mistaken. Okay, so I got Breath of Fire 4. I actually have this on the PlayStation 3 downloaded. I got it for 99 cents when it was on sale. But I've been wanting to get the physical copies. I'm actually more of a fan of 3 than I am of 4. 4 is weird. Now the last PlayStation game in this pickup, is Eggerheis. And it's cracked, and I'll replace that. I'm going to fix that. Eggerheis, or however you want to say it. I don't know how to say it. But this is one of the games I lost when I was probably late teenager or early 20-something. And the real big draw with this... Now, it's not a bad fighting game. Okay? It really isn't. It is not a bad fighting game at all. I actually like it. I thought it was a lot worse than what it was. I put it in to my PS3 to play it, and it's backwards compatible, by the way. And I played it, and I actually played it for about an hour and a half. No joke. And it has Cloud in it. If you can't see that, that's Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII. There he is again. It's a big selling point for this game. It's a Squaresoft game. Okay. But the big selling point was you could play as Cloud, Sephiroth, Tifa, and Yuffie. His Red 13 unlockable, I don't remember. I think you fight his dad or something similar to his dad. I don't know. I did beat the game and play through as Cloud. Cloud's not bad. It's really fun. It's kind of like Power Stone meets Soul Blade, Soul Calibur. It's not bad, and there's like an RPG minigame in there and stuff, and minigames, which I played the minigames like you race. It's pretty fun. So that was cool. That right there was like, wow. And I was kind of waiting for this weekend to do a pickup video, and I'm glad I did. Okay, so on to my other cool stuff. And I also got this today too. Suikoden manual. I obviously have Suikoden, and I have the game. Now I have it complete. I've been wanting to track down a manual, and this is in really good shape. Also got a PlayStation memory card. Woohoo! And I got a PlayStation, and the only reason I picked it up is because it's the harder one to find. The video out, it's harder to find, or whatever this is called, RFU one. $5, not bad. And now this is kind of mixed in with some of my vintage stock, slackers, and pickups I got today for some good deals, and I got some of the stuff I got off Facebook too. But I did end up getting this, and it was 10. Okay, the only reason I got it for 10 was that the box was immaculate. And I've been looking for one of these. This is an Ultra Racer 64. Okay, it's one of those performance brand controllers, and yeah, it's going to display nice next to my 64 stuff over there. Okay, so that's really, really cool. Now I got this today. It's just the box and the manual. I got this today with my deal off Facebook. Mystic Quest Final Fantasy. So really, I had the cart, obviously. Really, the boxes I want now for Super Nintendo. Obviously, I'll take any box I can find. Like boxes I'm actively looking for. I want the 2 Legend of Zelda Link to the Past boxes. The bestseller one, the million seller one, and the original one. Okay. And I also want Final Fantasy 2. Okay. So really that's all I'm kind of looking for. I'll take any box though. Really, any RPG box that I don't have. It'd be really cool to have Harvest Moon, complete in box, Evo, complete in box, but, you know, I gotta be realistic. Now, on to my Super Nintendo games. Look at that. Glorious. Glorious. I love Super Nintendo. I'll tell you where I got these games. This is Cyber Spin. Got that at Vintage Stock. This was actually the one I got for free. Young Merlin. I got that for like $5 with trade. Well, I traded at Slackers a bunch of games, duplicates. RPG that looks pretty cool. I've never played it. Lagoon. Okay, so I'm really trying to get a complete Super Nintendo RPG set. It's gonna be really difficult. Like I said, I don't have Harvest Moon. I don't have Evo. I count Evo as an RPG. But I did knock off a really cool one I'll get to here in a second. But I also got today, really hard to find, Run Saber. Okay, that's really, really cool. And I also got... Oh, it's in there. It's in that file. Never mind. I'll get to it. But Run Saber. That's a hard one to find. Atlas game. I'll get to this title here in a second. That'll be my second to last one. I also got Phantom 2040. It's a Viacom game. This is really cool. I've been kind of looking for this for the right price, and I got it for the right price. I actually got it for trade today at Slackers. Might and Magic 3. Isles of Terra. Long, complicated history of this game with me, but it's funny. I love it. You can die by running into the walls and stuff. I also got Rampart. Got that off Facebook. Out of This World. Another Cinema Plus rental game. I never rented it as a kid. I actually have this on the Sega Genesis. And I just bought it on the PlayStation 4 for like $2 when it was on sale. It's okay. It's decent. And these last three are probably the rarer ones I got. Dark Water. Super Nintendo. Pirates of the Dark Water. It's a Sunsoft game. So that's really cool. It's a hard game to find for a good price. I got it for a good price. And I know how to wheel and deal. Okay. And sticking with my Breath of Fire theme, and that's Breath of Fire 2 playing, which is my favorite in the series. I got Breath of Fire 2. Okay. Now it does have this label on here. This was a rental game. But that sticker is going to come off easy. I just got it. I haven't cleaned it. The label's in pretty fair shape. Okay. But I've been actively looking for Breath of Fire 2 for a while for a good price. I'm a cheapskate. So that's really cool. I've been looking for this. I think I only need the GBA games. Now. And I'll have all the Breath of Fire games. And that's pretty cool. Okay, but I rented this game as a kid a lot. Loved it. I didn't even play Breath of Fire 1 until much later. Actually, when I was an adult. Now, story time. Last game. This tops all the games I picked up probably this year. Except for my Chrono Trigger box. That was pretty radical. But this probably trumps, I mean, even rarity. It's not super, it's uncommon. Not rare. But literally, guys, this game was the very first Final Fantasy that I played. And when I mean literally, it's the exact same cartridge. It's Final Fantasy 2 on Super Nintendo. I played this before I played Final Fantasy 3, even Final Fantasy 1 on NES. Okay, and I played this before I played 7, 8, 9, 10, so on. Tactics, all that stuff. And you can tell here, it says Cinema Plus. They only had one cartridge of this. So I know without a shadow of a doubt that this is the Final Fantasy that I rented as a kid. This is the first Final Fantasy that I ever played. Ever. How many people can say that? Unless they hung on to their games from childhood. But I am not going to take these stickers off. I actually have Final, and I know I'm like really, really close to the camera, but I have this, and I have my copy. I have an extra copy of Final Fantasy 3 that also came from this exact same rental store, Cinema Plus. And that's where I also got my Super Nintendo sign and my Nintendo sign too. So these games are